Hey guys, how's it going? Just finished trading for the morning. I'm gonna go ahead and head out. We are almost $1,200 after commissions. So it was an up and down day. If you saw the video, you saw that P&L just kind of whiplash, but you got to kind of stay level-headed and just kind of keep looking for the next trade. So kind of run down what I saw. It's been a while since I've done one. So came in the morning. This downtrend was going on, and I was kind of playing the this range. Here's the overnight highs, and then your overnight lows were here at the time. As you can see, even yesterday at 2 o'clock, we'd kind of hit that as well. But really, this is kind of the low, so it's kind of a range. So I figured it's going to be a range day. But we kept moving down. We kept finding support here. You had a couple hits. So decided to play that as the new range, and that actually comes into play. Actually, I'm sorry. That would end up being the range that I found later after it hit here. Then it hit here a couple times. Back here to the morning. So we're up here. We get our from the top of the range, from the top of this trend channel. We go. We have our first entry. Comes back. Second entry. Here's an outside bar reversal. But the other thing was I was figured it was going to be a range, and we would work our way to the top. So I took that. I think I had my profit target somewhere about here. When I saw it do this failed second entry, I knew we'd get a pretty good push up. So if you had saw the video, I'd actually put my profit target a little bit higher. I didn't take this one because I was already in a trade, and so that one worked out. Let's see. So then we keep moving, and 8:30 comes here. And this was the other reason I got out of my runner, because 8:30 was approaching, and it just, as you can see, market opens, and it just, you know, kind of gets a little bit crazy for these first five. Like, all these candles were printed in less than 5 minutes, so I just like to stay out. I usually go make my coffee and everything around that time. Then we're starting here in this new trend channel, but of course you don't really have it yet because you don't know that it is. So it's kind of, you know, at the time there was no channel. There's no way to know that it's going to be over here. I kind of end up catching that a little bit later. Luckily I do. But there's a failed second entry short here, so we have the first entry in here. Come back, second entry, small signal bar. The only reason I didn't take it is it's not at the MA, so I decided not to. Then we have a first entry, second entry long, and it failed. And this is kind of my fault. I don't know why, especially when we're still starting to go uptrend. I was thinking that this was going to be the top of the range, and so we were going to come down. And I was actually right. We ended up doing that, but that was, you know, I was about 20 minutes early on the move, unfortunately, because it would have, you know, it came in. This was the top of the range, and it actually ends up being the high of the day for now. So I was just a little early on that move, and then come to find out, we start going into this almost a trading range, some consolidation, and then here I had this sort of that's the wrong spot, don't I? Yeah, there we go. So it comes, rejects off the top of what was now resistance, turning it into support, and then we get this huge push up. I did make sure I got out. I didn't want to keep playing it further in the range, so I had enough room to get out. You can see instantly hits the top of the range that we already had. I mean, I didn't even have to adjust it. It hit it, and that's the high of the day. And we just, now you're gonna expect us to come down here, which we do. So you got your first entry, second entry long. It failed off the EMA. I just didn't want to go into kind of the support that was kind of forming, but knowing that this probably played and created almost like a double top, I should have took it. That's why I marked it. Kind of got to look back on that, you know. So then we formed this huge trend channel. You're just watching and watching. I think I got up to go eat as well during that. Here's another one. So what was previously, here's we approached the bottom of this range for the day that we had marked since the morning, and so you can see it was forming support. Well, when it finally breaks under and retests it and turns into resistance, man, I really should have took that. It also really never gave me a chance, and it was kind of a big bar. Man, you take that. You talk about a move. I mean, this thing just Ooh, nasty move there. And so it kind of overshoots. We go into consolidation, and the measured move here, this line, is the measured move of the range. So if you take the measurement of what was originally the morning range, put it down here, you're expecting prices at least need to get here. So when it doesn't do it the first time, you're thinking something's up, and that's kind of my fault. I shouldn't have. I was kind of breaking into it, starting to consolidate. I figured that's what it was, and again, I should have took this one right here. I'm too early, and it ended up making the move I thought. When we started what looked like we were going to break down here, you can see I had started getting a measured move of the first leg and thinking we're going to have a continuation, but then we don't. And when we come the second time, you can't reach the original measure move the second time. The move, oh my goodness, I really do sound like I'm from Texas. So move, jeez. Anyways, when we can't make it the second time, that's when I knew we're really gonna push up now. And you can actually see as I'm recording it, we're still pushing up, but I'm already done for the day. So, yeah. So we see it push up, and you're expecting to see if this is gonna re-hold a support. And it does break through. It tries once to reject it, and it tries the second time to reject it. So I know that this is now acting for support again. And I know minimum we're going to at least go back to the top of this range, which we do. I hold a runner, and so you just measure the size of the range. And if you actually look to the tick, right here is actually where it stopped and kind of redid its thing, and now it's chopping up higher. So that's why I'd kept, as we approached this, if you notice, I'd kind of just kept tightening my stop. You know, I didn't want it to reverse and give back all of that. So yeah, it looks like we're going to be chopping for a while. Just this EMA's holding, so we'll probably slowly chop. Probably going to slowly chop, break, create a new high, and then we'll probably reverse down to here. I'm expecting us to probably end around here. Let's see, so this, what was acting as support, you see this purple line as I'm filming live right now. This support is not acting as resistance, but I still wouldn't take that trade. I would like for this to go up, bring this EMA with it, and then retest it again with the EMA. You could actually probably get a pretty powerful move, but I think it's just going to chop like nothing and then just kind of create a break, go high, and then reverse down. And I think we'll be ending around this area right here. I think this is a very comfortable area, but I don't trade those. I trade more scalps, so. But yes, that's my day today. Hope you all have a great weekend, and it's nice to end the weekend up about $1,200. It's always a good, end green. So we'll see what next week brings, and I hope everybody has a great day and great weekend, and take care.